What's going on, everybody? Chump Change XD here. Hope you're all staying healthy, having a great day. As you guys can see, I still have the small grow tent here with the 2 rigs inside, and I don't think I'm actually going to put 3 rigs or 4 rigs inside this actual unit. As you can see, there's just 2 stacked on top of each other, 2 of those AAAWAVE sluice frames. We have a discount code in the description below if you guys are interested, but this right here is going to be moving up into my attic. I'm only going to be running 1 or 2 rigs possibly inside of it, basically just like it is now, or it'll be a server case and one of these rigs. I think it's going to be this one. Either way, zip this back up. All right, so purpose of this video, I want to try out these GPUrisers.com 120mm fans. So I want to install all of these on this rig right here. We're going to be putting 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom, so there'll be 8 total fans on this rig. And then what we're going to do is take this entire setup and we're going to bring it upstairs into my attic, and I'm going to show you guys my plans for this grow tent up there. So as you guys know, I'm waiting on the massive grow tent, and I was going to build a wall today as soon as it came, but it's 7:30 right now. It still says it's supposed to arrive by 9 p.m., but I have a feeling it's going to be delayed because it does not say it's out for shipping. So it is what it is. Let's just put some fans on this rig, shall we? You know what, let's grab this rig right here. We're actually gonna shut it down and we will install these upstairs in my attic once we get up there. So yeah, let's do that. That's a lot easier. So I guess it's not recommended to just shut off the rig, but I'm gonna do it anyways because whatever. All right, so let's get this thing unplugged and we'll be back in a second. I just gotta carry it upstairs. All right, so here we are in the attic. This is obviously the rig just sitting on top of my furnace. I have all the tools ready to go, the collar and the ductwork, flexible stuff to go from the grow tent to the collar. The collar is gonna be cut in right here at the end of this plenum, and the grow tent is gonna sit like right here, somewhere along these lines. So that's obviously gonna be the grow tent from downstairs currently, and the big one is gonna be taking its place. And I'm only gonna be running like this one rig up here because I only have one outlet that is on a dedicated 15 amp circuit. So I can only run this one safely off of that outlet, only because it is 1660 Ti's and it doesn't pull that many watts. And you know what? As soon as I said that, I just realized that I can't even run this rig. I have to add another server PSU. This thing is only good for 900 watts on 120 volt. Dang it. And I'm pulling like 1,000, 1050 on this rig. So, oh man, that's awful. So I might have to go swap out for the 1500 watt PSU that I have, but for the time being, this thing isn't gonna be hooked up to internet. I have to hook it up to Wi-Fi. As you guys can see, I got the dongle right here. And sorry about the shadow, lights directly over me. So this dongle is going to go in there and I got to set it up to Wi-Fi to start mining. So this thing is just going to run idle, way lower than 900 watts. So I'm not too concerned. At least we can get the fans on and see what they look like. And then either I can go get another PSU or swap it out for the 1500 watt. That should be a little better on 120 volts, but I'll check the ratings. All right, so I couldn't wait. I went and grabbed another server PSU. So we will just be utilizing both of those plugs. So this is going to be an open air frame just sitting exactly where it is. And yeah, we'll go from there. So I'm gonna plug in probably these 6 cards to the server PSU just sitting like right here. That's probably gonna be the plan. And then obviously this one will be powering the other 7. Now, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get these fans installed. These fans are actually extremely nice. They're all white. They have a white ring on the outside. They have the GPUrisers label right there and a Molex connector, not those crappy 4 pins. So what we're going to do for the Molex, I'm basically going to chain them all off of this one on the motherboard and have this power feed go through them all to the board. Only because I don't have a specific Molex for just these fans. Let's get these all mounted here and see how it looks. Just wow, look at how nice those look. and they're not even on. Well, that's unfortunate. I just realized that they don't have a pin or 2 extra pins going directly through. There's only 2. So if I plug this into the motherboard and plug that in, it's not gonna power the motherboard how it needs to. All right, so we're gonna plug this back in. I just organized all my bins, so this is pretty sweet. I was actually able to locate a PCIe by Molex real easy. All right, so I need to unplug some cords from this breakout board. All right, so I actually unplugged these off camera because that was absolutely terrible. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be way easier. All right, so what I plan to do, and I'll show you guys once it's done, I'm gonna have this like this on the other side, and then I'm gonna plug in, obviously, this PCIe to power the fans. So I'm gonna plug this all in right here temporarily, and then we will flip it around, but I wanna see the fans work. Being a miner is full of surprises. So this doesn't reach the plug, so I have to turn it around. All right, so give me a second. And the reason I'm being a little quieter than normal is because my kid is sleeping right below me. All right, so both of these are plugged in to that outlet. I'm gonna turn on the PSU that's powering the fans first. All right, so I turned the rig on, works fine. The only thing is, obviously I can't plug these in. So that 6-pin by Molex that I had is actually a different configuration from the positive and negative pins in here. So I'm wondering if this will work and backfeed if I plug it into the side of a riser. You can kind of see right there where the 6-pin is. There's a Molex connection directly next to it. I know it's like black and hard to see, but I wonder if I could plug the fans in there and it will potentially backfeed. Let's find out. All right, so I just unplugged one of these, which is this fan right here, and I plugged it right in here next to that 6-pin. Let's give it a shot. Power on. It works. Well, that's good to know. Well, that's very good to know. Now we know that a riser can power a fan backwards. I'm sure it's not recommended, but the wattage pull definitely isn't that much on those fans. And wow, they actually work pretty good. And they look amazing. All right, let me plug all the other ones in. All right, so I'm super excited about this. So I have the top row of fans plugged into the 4 cards here, and then I have the bottom row plugged into these 4 cards. So let's give it a shot. I'm super excited to know if this actually works all the way across the board. Let's see. Obviously, right now only half are gonna come on, or maybe a little more, we'll see. Ooh, that's awesome. And 8. Power the rig on quick. Oh my gosh, these fans make this rig look so much better. That's amazing, how a little bit of light and fans can make your rig look that much nicer. All right, I'm gonna give this a 24-hour test up here. I wanna make sure that plug is okay to run a rig of this size. And then I'm gonna have to put this back together and put it downstairs, but is what it is. All right, we are officially like 10 or 11 hours later, and this thing has been steady all night since I turned it on. So that's a good sign. At least now I know that this outlet can actually withstand a mining rig. I honestly don't think I'm gonna be putting more than 1 mining rig up here anyways. It's just gonna be pretty much 1 in a tent right there and going into my heating system. Heat rises, as you guys know. Everything in the basement is way more ideal, I guess, because we're not gonna need a lot of supplemental heat up here. This rig should just be fine. But I'm very excited that that can actually withstand the power all night and keep it stable. So now I have nothing to worry about. The furnace and this can absolutely run on this outlet safely. So right around this wattage, 1100 watts, it's about 1050, 1100. So that's what we're gonna try to stick around for the next rig. It might be a little more, but we'll see what we can do. But as always, guys, I appreciate you all for watching. Thank you for sticking around. I'm actually recording now while the kids are actually awake. That's why I can be a little louder. Hopefully you guys learned something today about the riser being able to power the fan. It's like backfeeding perfectly. I'm so shocked about that. I didn't know that before this video, so I don't know about you guys. Let me know down in the comments below if you did or you didn't. But either way, I appreciate you guys for watching. Please stay safe. I'll see you guys real soon. Peace.